Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines, where in today's episode we are going to be continuing to expand our city. Looks like we are low on power, not surprised given the fact that renewable electricity is sometimes not the most efficient, but that's fine because we can afford to place another power plant, and actually another because we need another. So that's fine. Renewable energy is probably better for our city in the long term, so that's what we're going to do, and that's exactly what we are doing currently. As you can probably tell, given the fact that I didn't try to hide it or anything. Anyway, that was probably kind of strange and true. But as I said, we're just going to be continuing to expand our city, probably, hopefully get a 7,000 population, and then maybe in the next episode, we can get some high-density residential going, and then probably 5, maybe, episodes from now, depending on how much money we have. It all depends, on how fast the city expands, how much money we have saved up. Eventually we'll start construction on Pytopia, the sequel to this city. This is the city that you build for making money. You don't want it to suck because then people won't move in and pay you money, but you also want it, you don't make it perfect. You don't worry about every single minute detail, because I am planning on building a new city far greater than this one could ever be. Somewhere in a different part of the map, maybe like over here or over there. Anyway, large open space is key. That's for what I'm trying to do. So, not quite sure where I'm going to go, but probably over here maybe. We'll have to see. Anyway. Looks like we have demand for more residential, which we are kind of running out of space for residential. And there is one other thing that I wanted to check. Can you turn off the edge scrolling? Yes, thank you. Got so freaking tired of edge scrolling. I don't know why I'm just now thinking about turning it off, but I'm so glad it is. It's the most annoying feature of so many games as well. It's like, no, I don't want freaking edge scrolling. If I want to scroll, I'll use the mouse. Anyway, that's a little bit of a pet peeve type thing, but now then. There we go, it's connected to water and sewage, which is great. Just another area on our city. And it looks like there's also demand for even more industrial, not surprising given the fact that our industrial comprises a relatively low amount of our total city, given the fact that I planned this to where it's only constructed in these one wide strips. So it's actually kind of my fault. Something new with the fire station, according to that notification. We'll check that out in a minute. Fire station, just a new building, that's it. A new hospital, wow, that's so cool. We'll go ahead and construct a new one of those facilities. We don't really need a new one of those. And we're good on cemetery as well, so. We are not good, however, on parks. I just remember that those exist, and we need more of them. This is going to kind of piss off some people, because we're going to be bulldozing their homes. But I think it'll pay off in the end. Now, people are really unhappy right now for just a moment, because that's all the people who got their houses bulldozed, but now we have a ton more parks. So people will become re-happy again, shortly. It'll take us a minute to recover from that hit, but now I have a lot more parks, people are a lot more happy, and everything is splendid. Everything's about to be splendid, I should say. It's also going to give us a bit of a hit on our money while the thing is negative, and also the increased upkeep from those parks. $8 a week may not seem like a lot, but it's kind of a lot. Let's look at our economy tab, by the way. And first, I actually want to look at one other thing that I saw that I never knew existed. City statistics. You can see, we're going up, 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 up. And then we hit this spot where it drops for a second. That's probably where I was constructing those roads and bulldozing houses, and yeah, people were unhappy and whatnot. Then a constant growth, up and up and up and up. And this is just now because I bulldozed a bunch of people's houses, so a couple hundred people left. And as you can see, it's changing. What about our treasury? That's crazy. You drop from spending money, then goes up quite a bit, and then down from purchasing a bunch of stuff, then all the way up to 125,000. And then I built that massive new residential area where I put in all those buildings and everything. Boom, spent like $100,000, and then all that kind of stuff. This is the kind of thing that really fascinates me. Birth rate. It's like on the freaking ground. Starts at 5, so it is technically increasing. Alright, sorry about that. Students is increasing a lot, which is good. Except for it's actually going down a bit right now, which is not great. What about tourists? Probably 0, honestly. Commercial zone, industrial zone, prisoners. Doesn't really change much. I'm gonna turn off population, death rate, and students. So commercial and industrial actually have very, very highly correlate. I meant to turn off that background thing. Anyway, right there, that's where I was building the roads. So commercial dropped a lot, and then it sprung back up to catch up with it, and actually surpassed for a minute industrial, and commercial went down. But, so they're just sort of interchanging. Nothing for office yet because we don't have that zone unlocked. What exports? What happened right there? We had none. Comparatively, I don't. Imports. So we hit an all-time high then. It's dropping, but not by a ton. So we had that initial bomb of happiness, and then now it's sort of plateaued. That's a weird looking graph. Available jobs continues to go up. Education levels have continued to go up. Employment percentage went way up, and then way down, and then way up, and it sort of plateaued. City budget has been consistently rising. City value has been consistently rising. Taxation, it's rising fairly consistently. Anyway, that's a cool tab to me. But we can go back to the actual game now. We're making most of our money from our level 3 residential zones, but also our level 2 and level 1s. This is a graph of where all our money is being made. As you can see, we're making a lot more than it shows right there, but we have a lot of expenses, namely these roads, electricity, water, education, and healthcare are the big ones. And fire. Fire's a pretty big one too. I remember my last city, this was costing me a few thousand bucks a month, or by day, or whatever this is. I'm assuming a month. And I was making like $200 whenever I had ticket prices on. So it's kind of pointless to have it, especially in this part of the city. But anyway, all that good stuff is there. Now you can see people complaining about trash, which admittedly is a bit of an issue because people do not like living near garbage dumps, and there's no clean form of trash because it's just trash. And our landfill is almost full. Okay. This is really not great, and it's gonna make some people very unhappy. Particularly these people in that zone right there that I just destroyed the houses of, basically. Just going to move that wind turbine casually as you do. Now I have to move this one too. Where does this fit into line? Right there. Okay. Now can I please build this road? Thank you. So what we can do, sort of place this. I would love to place it like right there, but I don't think that's going to work out in our favor. Sorry as I kind of move around for a minute to adjust myself. Oh, I don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to do this. Wait a minute. That's why I dezone those people's houses is right there. So that actually saves me. I'm so sorry about dezoning your houses. We're going to take a bit of a population hit, despite the fact that we're so close to 7,000. That's fine though. And to make this not quite as wasteful of a space, we are going to turn this into commercial area and purify the air with commerce. Just kidding. If anything, more than likely the opposite, but hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about commerce. End of song. We don't talk about Bruno. Proceeds to talk exclusively about Bruno for the next 3 minutes. What level are these? Are these level... Oh, they're almost level 3, I guess is the max they can get. Let's look at our education. Our educated and well-educated population is ever rising. High school availability. I don't know why all these places are red. But anyway. Then elementary. I mean, basically everyone has a good amount of access to elementary. I don't know why these places are red. I'm just gonna throw one down. I can afford it. Whatever. Either way. Doesn't really matter, does it? Average health? 6 citizens is 0. I don't know how average health is so low. Apparently some people want, hey, new zones, yay, and tax relief for offices and all those policies. More of these, and the metro, which is interesting. I am actually going to invest in an incineration plant as well as a crematorium. Never mind, we have to have more to get a crematorium. I lied. But hey, high density residential, that's something. That's the first step towards our custom city, if you will, for the rich and elite. Just kidding, there's also going to probably be poor people there. But now is the age of mass consumption. That is actually a term in the stages of economic development model. Developed by geographer W.W. Rostow. Or Rostow. pretty fascinating thing if you've never seen it before, but yeah. Talks about the stages of growth a country must go through. First one is traditional society, and then preconditions for takeoff, drive to maturity, and then age of mass consumption. You can probably guess what most of those mean just from how they're phrased, but if you don't, then look it up, because it's fascinating. Now, we do have to afford service to this area, since there's not really... the zoning doesn't really reach over here. Hey, university. Not enough money. Wow, those are expensive. Alright, well, we're out of money more or less, so that'll have to do, but I think it will do. I think it will do just fine. We are actually back down below 7,000 now. Let's look at our traffic graph. Still really bad right there. This road is getting worse. I just realized I did not make those the medium roads, but it should be fine. Now these roads with higher population are going to have higher strain, which means we should probably replace those. But if we do, that is something we will worry about in the next episode. So I thank you very, very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Bye.